Good morning. We already discussed the topics building blocks of ER diagram, classification of entity sets, attribute classification, relationship degree, relationship classification. Today we are going to discuss about reducing ER diagram to tables. Reducing ER diagram to tables. ER diagram gives us the good knowledge about the requirement and the mapping of the entities in it. We can easily convert them as tables and columns. There are various steps involved in converting it into tables and columns. ER diagram gives the good knowledge about the requirement and the mapping of the entities in it. ER diagram represents the good knowledge, the process. Consider an example, ER diagram example, how it is converted into tables, columns and mappings. Consider the example on the screen. We have student, course, lecturer and subjects. These are the entities. Student, course, lecturer and subjects. These are the entities. In ER diagram, entity can be represented in rectangles. We convert that ER diagram into tables. These entities are represented in the relation name, represented in terms of name of the relation in relational databases. We convert this entity name as relation name or table name. Here in the example on the screen, student is the entity. In that we have student ID, date of birth, hobby, student name, address, course ID. These all are attributes or properties of the entity student. Here we convert this ER diagram into table representation. Relation name, table name is student and the field names are student ID, course ID, date of birth, hobby, address, student name. These all are field names. Attribute are nothing but field names in the table. So, similar manner, course entity is nothing but course is the table name, lecturer is the table name, subject is the table name. We have established a relationship between student and course as attends. The relationship is attends between student and course tables. Similarly, student and lecturer tables, we establish the relationship as teachers. Student and lecturer. Between these two tables, we have established the relationship teachers. Lecturer teaches student. Similar manner, course and subjects has a relationship has. So, we convert this ER diagram to tables. The basic rules for converting the ER diagram into table is convert all entities in the diagram to tables. First, convert all the entities in the diagram to tables. All the entities represented in the rectangular box in the ER diagram become independent tables in the database. First, we have to convert the entities in the diagram to tables. So, entity can be represented in the ER diagram in rectangular box, rectangle. Student, course, lecturer and subjects are entities in the ER diagram. So we must convert that entities into tables. So now student, course, lecturer and subjects. These are the table names, relationship names. After that, all single valued attributes of an entity is converted to a column of the table. All single valued attributes of an entity is converted to a column of the table. So in that, student relation, student entity has student ID, student name, address, course ID, date of birth and hobbies. These all are attributes. So we convert these attributes into columns of the table. So attributes can be converted into columns of the table. So we consider all the attributes whose value at any instance of time is unique are considered as columns of that table. In the student entity, student ID, student name form the columns of student table. Similarly, lecturer ID, lecturer name form the columns of lecturer table and so on. Next one is key attribute in the ER diagram becomes the primary key of the table. Key attribute in the ER diagram. We can represent the key attribute in the ER diagram in the ellipse symbol. For example, in the student entity, we have student ID is the attribute. In that student ID, the underline is marked on the ellipse. Student ID. We observe student ID is the primary key in the tables, whereas we can represent ER diagram in the ellipse that attribute name underline will be given. So in the tables, the underline marked attribute name is the primary key. Key attribute in the ER diagram becomes the primary key of the table. In the diagram above, student ID, lecturer ID, course ID and subject ID are the key attributes of the entities. That means these all attributes are primary keys in the respective tables. Declare the foreign key column if applicable. In case foreign key can be represented and under the attribute name dotted lines, we can represent the foreign key as dotted lines. In the diagram, attribute course ID in the student entity is from course entity. Add course ID in the student table and assign it foreign key constraint. Next, any multi-valued attributes are converted into new tables. A hobby in the student table is a multi-value attribute. Any student can have any number of hobbies. So we cannot represent multiple values in a single column of student table. We need to store it separately. Hence, we create a separate table, student hobby, with student ID and hobby as its column. We create a composite key using both the columns. That means multi-valued attribute means every attribute has single value. Whereas in multi-valued attributes, we have multiple data. For example, in the student entity, in the student table, we have hobby. A student can have many hobbies. So that is multi-valued attribute. Any composite attribute are merged into same table as different columns. In the diagram, student address is the composite attribute. attribute. It has door number, street, city, state, pin. These all are sub attributes. These attributes are merged into student table as individual column. That means attribute address is the composite attribute. That attribute has door number, street, city, state and pin. That is composite attribute. One can ignore derived attribute. One can ignore derived attribute since it can be calculated at any time. In the student table, age can be derived at any point of time by calculating the difference between date of birth and current date. Date of birth and current date. Hence, we need not create a column for this attribute. These are the very basic rules of converting ER diagram into tables and columns and assigns the mapping between the tables. Table structure will be given. So, once again, overview of this question, reducing ER diagram to tables. Reducing ER diagram to tables. So, actually we have entities. That entities are regular entities. Regular entities are entities that have an independent existence and generally represent real world objects such as persons and products. Regular entities are represented by rectangles with a single line. Regular entity type in an ER diagram is transformed into relation. The name given to the relation is generally the same as the entity type. Each simple attribute of the entity type becomes an attribute of the relation. The identifier of the entity type becomes the primary key of the corresponding relation. Entity name is nothing but name of the relation or table. Attributes of ER diagram is nothing but column names of the table. Composite attribute. Conversion of composite attribute in an ER diagram to table. Here student relation has composite attribute address. When a regular entity type has a composite attribute, only the simple component attributes of the composite attribute are included in the relation. Multi-valued attributes in an ER diagram to tables. Multi-valued attributes. That means in the student relation, hobby is the multi-valued attribute. A multi-valued attribute is having more than one value. One way to map a multi-valued attribute is to create two tables. Create another tables. This is one way. Weak entities in an ER diagram to tables. Converting weak entities. Weak entities can be represented in double rectangle. For example, subjects in the shown diagram on the screen. Subjects is the weak entity. Weak entity type does not have an independent existence and it exists only through an identifying relationship with another entity type called the owner. Here owner and member. Owner is independent. Member is dependent. For each weak entity type, create a new relation and include all of the simple attributes as attributes of the relation. Then include the primary key. Then include the primary key of the identifying and the partial identifier of the weak entity type. Weak entity type. Include the primary key of the identifying relation as a foreign key attribute to this new relation. This is about weak entity. Generally, another one is binary relationship to tables. A relation which involves two entities can be termed as binary relationships. This binary relationship can be one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-one, and many-to-many. Many-to-many. Associative entity to tables. This is another one. Many-to-many relationship can be modified as an associative entity in the ER diagram. Associative entity to tables. So many-to-many relationship can be modified as an associative entity in the ER diagram. So we can represent this table. Student is the entity. Here we convert that student entity into relation name, table name. In that student ID, student name, DOB, door number, street, city, state, pin, and course ID. These all are attributes. So student entity in the ER diagram, student, lecturer, course. These entities are converted into tables shown in the figure on the screen. So in the lecturer table, lecturer ID, lecturer name, and course ID. In the course table, course ID, course name. These are the attributes. Whereas hobby is shown in the student entity. That is multi-valued attribute. Hobby is the multi-valued attribute. So we must convert that multi-valued attribute into another table by establishing the relationship. We can establish the relationship between student and student hobby tables. So this is about converting ER diagram to tables. We can represent that tables in the manner shown in the screen. Student, student hobby, lecturer, course, subject. Here in this topic we covered ER diagram to tables. Here the assignment question is explain reducing ER diagram to tables. Reducing ER diagram to tables. So this is the complete description of reducing ER diagram to tables. Thank you.